Hey folks, it's Midnight Designer here, and we are starting a new series, a regular vanilla Minecraft Let's Play, which is going to be recorded on the family's server, which we have named Midnight Madness. It's a server that I play on with my daughter Pixel Gymnast, my brother NKY and Nathan, and soon my son Cheatham. This is episode 0 of the series, I guess, which is called Midnight Madness. But to start off, in episode 0, we are going to just take a quick tour around the server to show you what's already here before we get started on doing new things. So let's do that. This is the original spawn. I believe the original spawning point is like there. That block, not that one, but that one. And when I first spawned on the server, I built this little safe server house so that if you died and your bed was missing or obstructed, you could have a place to wait out the night and not die. So that is this. Eventually, we connected it up to the main area on the server with another portal, so we will go through there and check out the main settlement. Everything's pretty close to everything else via fast travel in the nether, so we'll just head on back to the main sort of settlement hub and show you what everything is that's happening there. We'll pass the portal to the end on the way, I think. Right, cha. And then at the end of this rail line, we probably won't go see it today. At the end of this rail line is a nether fortress with a blaze XP farm, like the kind I built in the hardcore world that I showed y'all. And so this is the portal back to where everybody lives, and here we are. So this is my house. It looks pretty much exactly like the house I built on hardcore, but since I never expected anybody would see this, I just used the same design. I guess it was lazy on my part, but oh well. You'll just have to forgive me. So it's 2 big floors of empty nothing, and then a basement full of chests full of stuff. So yes, that is my house. I don't think there's anything cool or interesting in the house. No, just big and castle-y and glassy. So there's that. And farms. Now that building right there, that is actually the first house I built when spawn is that way, about 900 blocks or so. And I was looking for a grassy area. And this was the first one I came to. I think I went through, there was a swamp, and then a taiga biome, which was huge, and then a jungle, and then blah, 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 blah. And then we got to this field, and this is where I set up shop. Planted some wheat, planted some melons, some pumpkins over time, got carrots and potatoes. Sugar cane. Got cows here and chickens here. This is a automatic chicken, well, semi-automatic chicken machine. These are all chickens. They all lay eggs. They're on soul sand. Underneath the soul sand are a bunch of those funnel things. And if you go into down here, you will see all the funnel things drop into this double chest, which be full of the chicken eggs, which drops into this funnel thing, which drops into this dispenser. Now over here, we have switch, and on the other side of switch is some redstone, and this repeater on the 2-click jobber, and the thing with the thing, and this creates a tick, 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 tick signal, which then fires the dispenser. And so when you light it up, you go like this, you break as the chicken eggs and make as the chickens. And then this thing holds a ton, 2,000 pounds of chicken eggs. It's a lot of chickens. Whoa. Dude's got problems. Oh, there you go. You die. So yeah, when I need food, I will let this run. This thing will literally fill with chickens. And then you just go through with a fire aspect sword. Ah, good time of going night. You just go through with a fire aspect sword and get yourself some cooked chicken. Oh, I can't sleep. Somebody, I think NKY Nathan's on the server. Yep. Okay, so we're not going to sleep. That's all right. NKY Nathan is over there. I will... Hey, finally sets up. I'm recording. That is NKY Nathan's house. That is his roller coaster. That is Pixel Gymnast's house. That is the Pixel Gymnast store. Oh, he's gonna log off, so we can sleep. Okay. But I don't want to show you too much of their stuff until, you know, they say it's okay to show their stuff, and I still can't work doors. That's just how it is. Now, we'll get back to this area in a minute, but I want to come over here. Now, you see this big dooflagey? This is a mob spawner. A mob, well, generator. I don't know, is it a mob spawner if it doesn't have one of the mob spawner blocks in it? Do you still call it a mob spawner? Is it a mob trap? I don't know. Okay, so this is my mob thing. And the way it works is each floor has a dispenser on the corner that releases water. So the mobs get mobby for a little bit, and then water is released. It pushes them through a hole in the middle. They drop down. But here's how kind of it works. I don't know where the signal is at this point. There's two separate clocks, and I admit these are not the most elegant clocks in the world. Just a bunch of repeaters going back and forth. But the way it works is, if you think of it like a figure eight, there's a big loop and a little loop, and they intersect here at this point, which is the vertical wire that fires off all the dispensers on the levels. So what happens is, right now there is no water and mobs are spawning inside, right? And eventually this redstone signal will get all the way around to this point here, right? This point right here. At which point it'll go two different directions. This way to fire off the dispensers. See, just like that. It fired off the dispensers and then started this shorter clock for the time that the water is running in the spawner. So once this shorter clock has run, allowing basically enough time for all the water to push the mobs down the middle, then it comes here again and splits. Part of it goes to shutting off the dispensers, or shutting off the water from the dispensers, and then splitting off over here to start the longer clock to start the cycle again. So that's how it works. So it works pretty well. As you can see over there, we have 4 double chests. Each one is filled with mob droppings. Ew, sounds gross. Not that kind of mob droppings. And I can't climb down ladders. So what happens is, again, it's a soul sand thing. The funnel things, and then they funnel into these 2 chests, which collect the loot. And so that's basically how that works. And then this thing right there is a dispenser with water in it. And the reason I did that is so that you can tell from a glance what stage the spawner's in. So if there's water coming out of it, you know that it's in the stage where it's flushing the mobs. It doesn't really serve a function other than to just let you know from quite a distance where, see, it just flushed. So there is the water coming down, mobs are dropping. So I thought that was kind of I've not seen a mob farm that has an indicator like that on it, so you know what part of the cycle it's in. Actually, I don't think I've seen a mob farm that has like the 2 layers of timing, one for the short time where the water's running and the long time where the water's not running. So if that exists, then I promise I didn't steal it from you. I thought of it all by myself. I'm sure smarter people thought of it first. But what are you going to do? But one of the things that I wanted to do in the area was have a village. There was no village. So I went around and I built a village. So these are all orthodox, 2-spec. What's going on over here? Houses that you would find in a village. So I built all of those, excuse me. But then we needed, villagers. And we had none. And I believe, we have yet to find a village on the server. And so, in order to have a village with villagers, we needed villagers. So I built this, which is a zombie villager hospital. And the way it works is, this would all be dark. And you come out at night and you find a zombie villager and you get him to follow you. And they come in through this and they follow you through the metal door. Then you come up. They cannot come up. They're stuck down there. At which point you grab Potion of Weakness and Golden Apple, and then you and you make them healthy. You also, once you get them going, you want to take the pressure plate off so that other mobs don't come in there and kill him once he becomes a villager. So eventually what happens is in these, and there's 4, 1 on each side, they get healed as villagers and they can stay in here until you're ready for them. And when you're ready, you just put them in a cart and ship them out there. And then, there's that. Bob's your uncle, and then you have villagers. So that is how we started the village population. Once we had 3, I built a village breeder over there. And I built another one, which is actually I kind of like a little better, so I'm not really going to show you that one. So I built a village breeder. The villagers were then moved from the village breeder into the village. But then I was kind of unhappy just in general with the village being here. And I'm getting, it's lagalicious. This is the sole survivor of the original village. We should call it Roanoke, except for then I'd have to kill him. But at any rate, so that was Roanoke. I'm really laggy, but my FPS isn't bad. I don't know what's happening. All right. But I decided I wanted the village on the other side of our settlement area. Originally, I thought that there were a large number of villagers in the village. So originally, I thought that um, since there were so many, it was messing with the mob count in the mob trap. But I think that was just a server setting. Um, so I don't know at this point whether that's correct or not, whether villagers will mess up your mob count. I don't know if it's true. I just don't know if it's true. So this is our other village. This was again built um, using buildings you would find in a village. And as you can see, there are several villagers around. And I believe at this point, since I made sure that there were 21 doors in the village, they've started generating iron golems like nobody's business. And right now, I think there's like 6 or 7. So I think that means there's somewhere around 70 villagers in the village. Yeah. So it's a village. So, and the nice thing about if you're on a server, oh, and this was Pixel Gymnast's old house. If you're on a server and you want to do something like this, the advantage is that it gets laid out nice. You know, the villages that are generated by the game can be wonky because there's hill terrain that they don't compensate for very well, and the doors get blocked and the gravel roads are messed up. But if you do it like this, you flatten out the area, you lay your gravel grid. You can come out of it with a pretty decent looking village. I don't know how high I can get up with 11 blocks. I think about 11 blocks high. So you get something that looks pretty good. So if you want a project, and I think I'm going to do that in the hardcore world, build a village, and so maybe we can do that together. That'd be kind of cool. Right. Okay. So now the village breeder for this village is down here, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry for the interruption. It's going dark. Let's go to sleep real quick. Is there still a bed in here? I think. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to sleep real quick. Because I want to show, there's a couple more things on the server that I want to show you here in episode 0, the prequel to the new series. How did you spawn so? I went to sleep. How did you spawn so? He's gone. No, he's not gone. Sorry. Alright, so. Right. Down here is the village breeder that I built, version 2.0. But for you, it's just a village breeder that I built because I didn't show you version 1.0. Now, this is a pretty straightforward business here. So what you have down here are a bunch of villagers, and at this point, they are not feeling the love. And the way it works is pretty straightforward. They make as a babies, make, fill this room with babies. And then these glowstone are on sticky pistons, right? Cha. And controlled by this lever. They get dropped down. You trap your 2 villagers for the next go round in here. And once you've got 2, then you open this up and you flood the others out. Bye-bye. Go to the village, please. Have fun at the village. See? All the others get pushed out, but you keep 2 so that your next breeding round can be successful. So you close that up when they're gone. You turn off the water. Now up here, there are a bunch of doors surrounded by this track. And down here at the bottom, we have a pressure plate activating rail and a villager. And so what you need to do is there's vertical wire that goes up to redstone and then wire that runs down there to the redstone. You hit this button, Mr. Villager goes up, activating the breeding area, and very quickly we should see the love. Very quickly we should see the love. The love, please. Please show us the love. Show us some like. Show us some like, favorite, and subscribe. Show us the love. They're being coy. But I promise you, at some point they will show love. And then to turn off the breeder, you just hit the button again. And he will leave. That pops open. He is safe down there. There's no way a mob can get in. So, and that is how the system works. And so what happens is you breed them up. You send them down here. Now I put these trapdoors here because every once in a while villagers will glitch out and I can just push them into the thing and close them in, send them on their way. And so basically they just head down this water path and wind up in the village. So now kind of to let you know, I know that I have not been a good YouTuber making videos. We've kind of taken a little break from the Take Your Daughter to Derp Day series because Pixel needed a little time to get her end of the school year stuff together. A little break from all the electronics of life. Come on, guys. We ain't got time for you to be coy. But we should be getting back into the swing of that in a little bit. But more importantly, I am committing to getting back to the hardcore series. The last episode was really long and not that great, honestly. The village breeding one. But I have not died. I can tell you that. I have not died. I've not really played on it, except I may have mined or something, gotten some resources. But I think that for... Okay, just go. Just go. I think that for my next project on the hardcore server, on the hardcore series, will be to build an Enderman XP farm. And I have built one on the server. It was the very first time I built one. And so it was crazy exciting and scary and fun. It was the first time I'd ever done it. I died a couple of times doing it, so it makes me a little concerned for doing it in hardcore, but I've also learned some things about trying to do it more safely. This is the end. You've actually been here before because this is the end where Pixel Gymnast, NKY Nathan, and I killed the dragon. So yeah, but I think the first episodes back in the hardcore series will be building this Enderman XP farm, and it's very similar to all the ones you've seen on other servers. I think the main difference is that none of those other ones were built by me, which makes it not different at all. So yeah, I have a ladder that goes all the way up to the top on the sides so that I can add more levels if I want to. But this is it. This is my Enderman XP farm. All of these chests, and I think there's like 26, something like that, filled with ender pearls. The XP farm is modeled after one that Doc M builds. I think he's got a tutorial. I think that's where I saw it. So you can kind of go to Doc M77's YouTube channel and look at his tutorial. What do you call it? Playlist. So it has two modes. You retract the pistons, and then they fall and just die. Obviously not yet, but they're one hit, and you get to 30 XP. We timed it. It's like a minute and 10 seconds, a minute and 20 seconds to get from none to 30. Now we're probably not going to get to it this time because they're all going to start dying now when they drop instead of staying around to be one hit. And that's probably a little loud for you, but okay. So at this point, yeah, they're all going to just die. They fall onto those funnel things. And, you know, for my next video, I'm going to commit to memory what those things are called. And then they drop into these, whoa, they drop into the, stop doing that. Why can't I open the chest? They drop into these double chests. So that was, oh, I must have ender pearled like underneath that slab. Okay, so they drop into these double chests and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, a bunch of enchanted books. But this will be our next project in the hardcore Let's Play. Because I've learned a couple of pointers, I guess, while following the Doc M design that I think would be very helpful for someone who's building this for the first time. A couple of things that make it easier, or at least safer, you know. So, and I think that is about everything I wanted to show you. But yeah, so we're going to record some just single player stuff. Well, not single player, but some vanilla stuff on here that is not in a hardcore context. Maybe some collaborative stuff. I think the next project I want to tackle here is Iron Golem Farm. So that'll be cool. But yeah, that's the thing about both the Enderman farm and the Iron Golem farm. So resource intensive. Just incredibly so. Each one of the levels where the Enderman spawn, for example, is 34 sticky pistons, and then pressure plates for all of those. 17 repeaters, 17 redstone, and then, you know, all the like blocks or whatever to actually house the thing. So it's ridiculous. It's really expensive because if you think about 34 sticky pistons alone, that's, you know, all the iron that takes, all the cobble, all the wood, all the redstone, and that's just for one level. And then you figure, you know, you've got to build 200 blocks out from the edge of the end, edge of the end stone portion of the end. You know, and then rail and powered rail and redstone blocks to power the powered rail, torches to light the whole thing up, ice to turn to water to cover the whole thing. You get the idea. So it's a lot of stuff. And the Iron Golem farm, which is also going to be based off a Doc M design, that's going to be resource intensive also. So yeah. So anyway, that I think is basically everything on the server I wanted to show you. I look forward to recording on here. It should be a lot of fun. I will be getting to the hardcore series again. I just need to sit down and figure out the resources I need and that kind of thing. So let's just say goodbye for now. I am Midnight Designer. This has been Midnight Madness, episode 0. If you're excited about the new series, if you're excited about the old stuff coming back, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. I'd love to see your face come back. And as always, I hope you have a great day.